Three, two. Hey, stonks only go up. Stonks only go up. Stonks only go up. Welcome to the Making Money Moves show, podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it. It's me, a comedian retired. I'm here with George ASMR.
What's up?
Out here with his fade top, with his top. Look at him. You look
Yeah,
like looking like Jimmy Neutron. You look like the Middle Eastern Jimmy Neutron out here.
yeah, man. Gotta get that haircut soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I haven't gotten a haircut in like, I don't know, maybe a year or two. Who knows? Every time I wash my hair, and because my hair shrinks when I wash it, people ask me, "Do you get a haircut?" I'm like, "No, I just wash my hair." I typically don't wash it, so. But man, let's talk this Making Money Move show. We got to talk about this. We got people in the building. I can't believe there's people in the building. Is a hot topic. What can I say? By the way, if you're watching this right now, it's live, so you can literally comment and stuff, and we'll pull your comments in, and you can chime in. But this one, I dubbed it "Crypto to the Ground" because Granddaddy Bitcoin is, Granddaddy Bitcoin was going down those stairs and started tumbling, kind of Family Guy style. They
Mhm.
should have gotten those things. You remember like those old people commercials? Have you ever seen that if people cannot go in the stairs, they get like a little chair that they goes like up the stairs? That's what Bitcoin needs right now. So tell me how's your experience been? Because you've been way more involved in crypto than me. I'm still and will still be skeptical,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
tell
man. I mean, I've been getting more heavily into crypto lately, and obviously right now it's a down. It seems like it's on a downtrend, or there's some manipulation or something. But um, I mean, I've been putting into altcoins. I've been putting into shit coins. I've been putting into Bitcoin, Ethereum, but I've kind of taken a pause right now because a lot of stuff that I was putting into is down pretty bad. But I do see some good buying opportunities, but I'm still kind of waiting. I think it might go a little bit lower. But yeah, I mean, like all these meme coins and these hype coins, like I'm still up on some, but other ones I'm just at a complete loss. so so don't invest if you're investing in those. Don't invest money that you're not willing to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I haven't listened to George because if it was by him, I would have already like 10 different wallets with 10 different coins and probably negative $1 million. But
100 bucks.
yeah, man, that's why we got to say not financial advice out here. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly some people out here don't know what they're doing. And that's all of us.
Yeah, man. It's the hype. You see somebody make, like, I don't know. There's been a bunch of YouTubers and other people that, they post like, oh, I made this amount of millions of dollars, or I made this $1,000 on this coin, and then people just try and jump in on the hype. And like, I saw my account, I put in originally like $600, um, and I saw the height. This is on a meme coin account. I saw the height of it go to like 6 or 7 thousand, close to 7,000, and right now it's sitting at about 1,500. So I'm still up, but you know, it kind of sucks to see it drop from about 7,000 down to 1,500. But you know, that's the game.
That is the game. Personally, I gotta reiterate risk management, people. If you are one of those people that goes all in, or YOLO your life away, especially in crypto, it's still a speculative investment, no matter what it is. Even if it's Bitcoin, the granddaddy of them all. I'm an investor in Bitcoin. I've also invested in Dogecoin as well, and but I'm not. I've had other little coins here and there, but I'm still very skeptical because by heart, I may look slightly young, but by heart, I'm like a 80-year-old man,
Hmm.
and I need my retirement accounts first in check. I need this in check. I need all these other need my emergency fund in check. I need all these things in check before I can even put an extra $100 or whatever it is into whatever crypto. But that's just me. That's just what makes me feel more comfortable because I like to sleep at night. And with that said, how have you been sleeping in this past like
Well, I mean, I've been sleeping pretty good, man, because
okay.
like my meme coin accounts and my crypto accounts, this is just money that I've said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna. They say, like you should have 1% or something in crypto. I mean, I don't know if meme coins count as that, but like I have been putting in coins I believe in for like future projects who are actually working on stuff.
Mm.
Uh, but like I've been fine. I mean, I pay attention to it, like obviously probably more than I should, just because I'm like, oh, what, like how low is it gonna go, and maybe looking for buying opportunities. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's like over the last couple of weeks, it's taken a lot of my attention and time. But I've been sleeping fine because like I have my other stock accounts and my other accounts that are more secure and long term. So like I didn't start just playing around with like being like, okay, I need to invest money. Let me invest in some meme coins. Like, no, I have like other investments first that are more long term and secure, and these are just kind of like for fun. And if I make money, great. Like, that's awesome. If I lose money, then whatever.
Okay, and with that being said, let's switch real quick off crypto. We can come back real quick on it. I know that's the main topic here, but it's the Making Money Move show. And I want to give people advice all across the board on different ways that they can make money. So right now, for you, that you're heavy, I think your foundation will be real estate, right?
Yeah.
What would you say will be one of the best opportunities right now with the market that we're currently in, for people that want to get involved in real estate?
I mean, if you don't have any money, it depends on where you're at, really. So if you don't have any money, I think the easiest thing to get into real estate is either becoming a real estate agent or starting out doing wholesaling. So if you're trying to get into real estate on the investment side, real estate wholesaling is probably the way to go, because you pretty much can have some marketing money, start advertising, reaching out to homeowners, and seeing if you can, if they're interested in selling their home, and then you could get that home under contract, and you can assign that contract to somebody else for a fee. I guess the other way to get into real estate with little to no money is becoming an agent and starting to maybe work with investors so that you can start learning about investing. Um, if you do have money to invest, maybe you just made a bunch of money in a meme coin, a couple million in a meme coin or a couple hundred thousand,
And pulled out before.
and we're able to secure that money by pulling it out. Maybe a good idea would be to buy some land or some apartments or some rental properties. So if you have a little bit of money, that would be a good route to go. Even if you don't have a little bit of money and you know somebody who made a lot of money on a meme coin and sold it and took their money out, you could maybe partner up with them by trying to find a deal. So really what counts is your knowledge. So if you start studying the markets and you know how to analyze a deal, you know what a good deal looks like, and you don't have the money, you could go reach out to somebody that does have money, maybe a friend, family member, or a good connection that you made networking, and see if you could partner up on something like that.
One thing I'm gonna add, I can't say much about real estate because I'm not really a big real estate investor like that and stuff. Like George will be the guy for that, in this pairing right here. But for me, one thing that's been very underestimated, swept under the rug, people don't seem to be talking about it as much these days, is blogging. I think is still a humongous opportunity right now for anybody that wants to, they just need to learn how to make a website and things like that and make it work, rank, SEO, search engine optimization. But if you can have a blog and you can make successfully $100 a month, then $200 a month, then $500 a month, and get it to $1,000 a month, you can successfully use that money and then reinvest it in maybe real estate or maybe the stock market or maybe crypto if that's your thing. But whatever it is, I think just having some type of online business component, and the reason I said blogging is because it's literally the easiest thing someone can do. What's not easy is to rank for it and all that stuff, but that's the learning curve of everything. You need to learn all the aspects of it. But I just think like there has to be a topic everybody is like into, whether it is you're into action figures or you're really into cooking or you're really into, even I'm a big wrestling nerd fan. So there's there's vlogs about that and people that make 5, 6, 7 figures off of that, just writing about those things and those topics that they love and care about so much. So definitely having, even if you work a 9 to 5 and you do your 7 to 11 time when you're at home and build those components, eventually over time, whether it takes you a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the end of the year, you can make substantial income that then you can pour into the markets or you can pour into real estate and all these different buckets. Because if you're just leaving money in a bank account, a savings account, where like the banks are just like using that money willy-nilly and making money off of your money, but your money is actually depreciating because of so much quantitative easing that's going with the governments, I think is very, very not a great idea to do these days. Because clearly inflation was here. We were just talking on the phone about this. That how much was the salad you were eating the other day?
$20.
$20 for a salad.
Yeah.
And what did this salad have? Pikachu parts?
That is tomato, onion, some cheese, and some chicken.
Wow.
Oh, they had salad dressing too.
Oh wow! At least they gave you salad dressing. They didn't say, "Hey, the salad dressing is extra. It's an extra $5."
That was without a drink, by the way.
Yeah, that's the reason the next travel places that I'm gonna go, bro, for sure, are gonna be places where the dollar goes higher, just so you're not feeling that inflation as hard. Because even here in the Caribbean, like I remember living in California, like I was buying tacos for like 3, 4, $5, and I will get like 3 tacos. In the Caribbean is like 12, $15 for 3 tacos. So it's here, man. It's here. But going back to crypto real quick, since our topic is crypto to the ground, I think this is just my speculation. Again, no financial advice. I'm not Nostradamus. I have no idea what's going to happen. But what I think, all that liquidity that left crypto, I think is going to flow into the markets. And that's the reason I'm so bullish on OTC, GGII, you know what I'm saying? And Tesla, the AMC squeeze. We can talk about that a little bit if you like. But yeah, like all these different small caps, I think it will flow back. We'll see what happens this week. This week will be very telling what's going to happen because there's also the inflation fears. Even though inflation is already here, guys, we don't have to like wait another month. Inflation is here. It's already happening. I don't know if you noticed. We've been talking about it. He paid for $20+ for a salad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. And yeah. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to the markets? Are we going to see a green comeback, or you think it's going to be more red and pain for everybody? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor either, but I think we're going to see more red before we see green. I mean, I'm even, not that I want anybody's accounts to to go down, but I'm kind of actually hoping that it goes down a bit more because then I could average down a little bit. I mean, if you're investing in things that you believe in long term, which, for the majority of your portfolio you should, then you should, if you're really looking at projects and nothing's really changed about, their mission or what they're doing, if they're still going after what they're saying they're going to do, then you should just see it as like a buying opportunity. And I mean, unless you need that money right now, then it's just things are on sale. So I think it's going to go down a bit more, especially in crypto. I mean, we may see some little pumps. Just it seems like there is manipulation, so you never know. Like, hey, they might try and reverse the trend and say, oh no, look, it's going up, and then people jump back in, but then they pull the plug again, and it tanks a little bit more than it already has. So I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting on the sidelines to see, you know, see what kind of happens, and if I see it go low enough, I'm not really going to be buying if I see it going up too much. Maybe I'll put in like a little bit here and there, but if I see it take some major dips, I'll definitely be buying.
For sure. I think the same way for me. I mean, I don't have a crazy amount of ammunition to deploy just because I have a few trips coming. So I need to, have some walking money, you know what I'm saying? So I can go and splurge a little bit for me and my vacations. But at the same time, I am also not just gonna look from the side, just look from the sidelines. Like if I see buying opportunities, like really great buying opportunities in both spaces, in both markets, I would say in both crypto and also the regular market. It's just crypto still for me, it's literally like 1% of like my investments, like probably 0.08. Like who knows? Because I'm just so much more into the markets and stuff. And yeah, like and basically, if you see those opportunities and you think you confirm with your own soul and higher self, and you've been enough in the markets to seeing different cycles, because that's the thing too. Some people are brand new. Some people just started investing like yesterday, so they have no idea what the market even does. And then some people started last year that it was a bull run that you can literally like slap $10 to anything and it would just take off, so there's cycles to everything, and you have to just be aware of everything that's going on, because the market is so vast that you're watching things just from your perspective. But once you start connecting with all these different people and you start kind of asking them, how do you trade? How do you execute your investments and things like that? You start to see that everybody has a different plan. Everybody has a different agenda, and everybody has a different array of capital, Like some people can drop 3K, and for them, if they lose that, is nothing. They can make it within a week or whatever it is. And there's some people that, they drop 3K and there goes all their investments if that shit goes to zero,
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be, again, risk management is so important, and I cannot stress that enough. Not financial advice, but please just take care of yourself and your life and your livelihood and your family and everything, because the last thing I want to see is people blowing accounts up and just being careless, and going like, what? It's going down, I'm gonna buy, and then it goes, like you were saying, like they might jump it up a little bit and then rug pull. And take you with them, and then all of a sudden, what? I just put 5,000 on this, and it's gone. And then and also one thing is like you can't, if you saw a high that you weren't able to grab, like for example, you were talking about an altcoin or shit coin that you were saying that essentially you were up $6,000 and went down. You can't be stuck on chasing that number again. You might not see that number again. There's one time I flipped early in the year when the whole GameStop saga was happening. I put 3K in the market and I flipped that to 30K. And I wouldn't say I got greedy, but I was just like, let me just wait one more day. And then that next day it tanked, So literally, and for a period of time, my brain was set of like, I need to get these gains back. I need to get, this elusive number back. But you have to be, again, kind of like patient with yourself and not be constantly chasing an illusionary number that you saw there or whatever. Like Be very high. Just put your money, especially in this market right now. This is just me. This is just what I do. I only got my money in like extremely high conviction plays, and literally, I'm invested currently at companies that I can fit under my two hands.
Mhm.
Like I don't have more than 10 companies right now
Yeah.
because I don't have the time to be paying attention to everything that's going on. Versus I know people that got like 60, 100 companies that they're like invested in. And it's like, can you keep up? Like, is this all you do full time?
Right. Yeah, man. Like I feel bad because actually one of the meme coins that I made like a decent amount of money on was called Shiba Inu. I got in super early, and that's the one I turned like 200 into
Yeah,
about.
that's the one that I've been seeing most people like talk about. Like, oh yeah, I made like really decent gains.
Yeah, so I made pretty good gains. I'm still up on gains. It's just that from that 6K, it's now at 1,500. So, um, I'm still down a little bit. But anyway, well, a friend of mine, like right before there was some event where Vitalik of Ethereum, he donated like $1 billion worth of the Shiba coin to some COVID relief thing, and then he donated the rest because he was holding 50% of the coins. So like right before that happened, a friend of mine actually put like $3,000 into the coin. I was like, oh, because it was getting so much hype. Like, oh, can this hit a penny? Can this hit a penny? And he put 3,000 in it. The next day, that's when Vitalik donated the coins. And I was like, oh shit. So like, I'm pretty sure I didn't ask him, but I'm pretty sure his 3K is only worth a couple $100 right now.
Wow.
And that's the thing, like, you know, when you're buying at the top, like a lot of people FOMO in. And I made that mistake too with some other coins, but it's like when you're hearing like so much hype about it, like if you're hearing like a couple of YouTubers or reputable people like talking about it and it hasn't got like so much hype yet, then you might be all right like with getting involved in it. But like once it's like these little YouTubers talking about it, like and like on mass scale, not just like one. If you type in like Shiba Inu coin on YouTube or something, like hundreds and hundreds of videos are popping up. Not saying that it's not going to have like maybe it could come back or something down the line, but it's going to be a while if it does come back. And when I got in it, like not that many people. Like I only saw like maybe 2 YouTubers talking about it at that time, so it was like fairly new when I got in. And yeah, now that everybody's talking about it, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they could push the hype so that more people know and push the price up, but right now it's a down market anyway. But if you're buying at the top, like you gotta be willing to like either take your losses or hold for a long time until it can come back. Because I think that's what my friend's doing now.
Yeah, I think like what made me like somewhat, I guess, scared to like really get in, because I remember that was just a couple of weeks ago, and I mean you can look back to like we were off last week, but the weeks prior we were talking about like all these altcoins, aka shit coins or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was seeing more and more people talk about it, and it was just giving me those vibes of like this is gonna collapse, you
Yeah.
know. And one of the things, two big catalysts that I saw was I have friends of mine literally make videos of like how to buy SafeMoon, but they never talked about the risk of it,
Mm,
like how it works, nothing. They just tell you how to buy it. Go and buy it. Go and buy it, you know? And I was like, cool, but you're not telling people the risk of this.
right.
And that's a big red flag. And then this dude, the owner or whatever, president of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, the dude started going like, "I'm gonna endorse SafeMoon and whatever," and I was just like, "Okay, this is definitely going to crash." I was like, "This is the peak. That's like the moment when we've reached a top."
Yeah.
It's about to just that bubble's about to burst, baby.
Yeah, yeah, man. And who knows? Like, I mean, the only ones that might make it are the ones with real utility. Like, if the developers and the people behind it can keep pushing it and actually make it do something, then it might have some value. But if it's just hype, then yeah, that bubble's gone. That bubble popped.
And it's crazy like how much, not everybody, but just certain people, just like based on hype, just hype alone. No research, no nothing, just on hype alone. They go, I'm a YOLO. I'm
Yeah,
a just YOLO. You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna put what do I have? What do I have in my bank account? 5K? Let me just put 5K on it.
yeah. I
And
think I think what started this kind of, I don't remember what it was back in 2017, 18 that started, because there was a altcoin, meme coin hype cycle back then too. I don't remember what it was that triggered that, but this time I think it was Elon talking about Dogecoin all the time. I think Dogecoin really kind of got the meme coin thing mainstream for a lot.
yeah, but with Doge, and let me just chime in because I've been in a couple of Doge chats and stuff. Doge is actually getting implemented.
Mm,
Because if you think about it, like, okay, so Bitcoin is a store of value, just like gold. So you put it there. So eventually, like, you either pass it down generations or whatever it is. And because of the limited supply of it, you can actually, like, your money's bound to increase for long periods of hold.
yeah,
And with Doge, as it acts more like the replacement of almost the US dollar, even though it hasn't been worth a dollar yet, but it acts more like that because it's not a limited supply. It's more like the supply increases over time, and it's getting more adopted. Like right now, I've been seeing these past couple of weeks, bro. I've been seeing stores, baseball games, different places that are adopting like Dogecoin. Like you can buy this with dollars or you can buy it with Doge.
mm,
And it's easier to implement that rather than like you remember when they started slowly putting places that they can accept Bitcoin, right? So that theory now it's not, I mean, they even celebrated this the other day, the whole Bitcoin pizza that like yeah, that was like one of the first transactions or whatever.
yeah,
So now someone that is aware of the whole Bitcoin cycle and everything, they would never buy a pizza with Bitcoin, you know? They would never do that. I mean, some people would because they're not fully informed, but if you really get what Bitcoin is, you're not gonna buy pizza with it.
yeah.
You're just
What was
gonna,
that? Thought that was like $100 million pizza or something.
yeah, something like that. And they're still like, you know, I saw pictures and people doing all sorts of things. But so yeah, so Doge has more of like a utility value. Like if there was a crypto that could replace the dollar, would be Doge. Because think about it, like what else is gonna replace a dollar? Not Ethereum. Ethereum is high. Bitcoin is high. Like all these other, it's just based on the utility. That's where I see, okay, Doge long term, long term, it could be their digital dollar, you know, because you know the US is going to come with their own digital dollar. China's already had their own digital stuff out there going on, and all these different, like at the end of the day, like crypto, it's almost, in my point of view, is inevitable because everything is going digital.
Yeah,
Is just literally like grabbing something and making it, and like in a way, think about how I see it. I see Doge as like the NFT for the dollar. So it's like the way of digitizing the dollar will be Doge. And things that typically become jokes at first, they like jokes itself have some type of truth behind it. That's the reason it pulls through. And if you think about it, like those comedians that position themselves the right ways, like the John Olivers and all these people, like they're now, people rely on them for news. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing happened with Doge. Doge started as a joke. This is just a joke, meme coins or whatever. But it is literally the crypto, in my opinion, that has the best branding because it's memes. Like people can brand the F out of this and just spread like memes go worldwide. People are sharing memes left and right. Doesn't matter if you're in Latin America, if you're in Asia, if you're in America, whatever it is. And it does have like if Bitcoin reaches 100K, reaches 500K, definitely Doge is going to surpass $1. You know what I'm saying? And if it really gets fully adopted this way, which I'm seeing just trickles of it now, but over time it should be more. That you, let's say at one point Amazon goes like, you know what, you can pay with credit card or you can pay with Doge. That's game, bro. That's game over, bro.
The Doge dollar.
The Doge dollar, Dogecoin. But yeah, bro, that can honestly happen. Like once it actually gets, of course, they're not gonna do that now because everything is just like up and down and up and down. But once we get like somewhat stability, I feel like we could be seeing within who knows the next big epic bull run cycle. We could see that possibly, maybe. IMO, my opinion, not financial advice.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So your prediction is we're gonna see more red than this week. I feel, yeah, at least for me, I feel we're gonna have more pain crypto space. I feel the markets are gonna benefit tremendously of this liquidity. That's my opinion. I feel some of my investments are gonna fly this week. I feel we have some short squeezes coming up, which I'm very excited. Yeah, I hope you guys learn a thing or two from this one. Where can people follow you, George?
Yeah, just check me out on Instagram @_George Asmore, right there.
There you go. Go follow him if you want to see someone not being active on social media. And, and you can go follow me at Comedian Retired, everything at Comedian Retired on YouTube, Retired Comedian, which I only post very little, just these episodes, and that's it for now. But I'm going to post a lot very soon. I'm busy with my digital businesses and my other stuff and keeping healthy and living a life. Anywho, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, and remember that stunks only go up.